Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Red 3 replay. Spawn on the north side as the Green Empire, we have Yuno. Spawn on the south side as the Yellow Soviets, we have YellowMagoos, who is not blue, he's yellow. So got 1, 2 dojo cores, instant dojo cores, third instant dojo core being deployed on out. And now we've got some refinery cores. Nope, real time. This is Command & Conquer. Command & Conquer is the pioneers of real-time strategy games. The original company, Westwood, before EA disbanded them, were the original creators of the RTS as a concept of a game concept. Back in what, Dune 2 in 91, 92? You got some more instant dojos being deployed on out. Neither. It is more close to like StarCraft 2. Ore Collector receiving a burst drone. And now we've got the Black Trooper. Does throw a mag mine there. Does take out the dojo core there, allowing the engineer to claim the oil derrick. Over here we've got some conscripts pushing their way forward into the civilian structure. And does throw some mag mines and taking out the bridge as well, denying that path. You got, looks like an engineer deployed on out, capturing up the oil derrick now. And now we do have a handful of Imperial warriors advancing forward. We got the civilian structure here, built with a handful of conscripts, not sure how many. Looks like 4 or 5. That was 4 Imperial warriors, so he does go ahead and get 4 of the conscripts out, leaving 1 remaining. Let's get inside this garrison, which would be good for spotting. First drone flying around, got the super reactor deployed on the out in the sea. Maybe a little bit dangerous because super reactors tend to explode. Conscripts are advancing forward into the middle of the map. Oh, on a side note as well, in order to play Red Alert 3 online, you use the old GameSpy server. So if you want to play between other players or friends, you will have to download a Revora server. So the official servers have been shut down, so now it's a third-party servers you have to install. Ore refinery going on down. Third expansion. Oil derrick over here is still claimed, but we've got a dojo core right next to it. The Empire MCV has pushed its way forward. You have the Tesla coil being deployed on out, as well as the Mecha-Tengus engaging the ore refinery. GameSpy wasn't the old server hosting system. Now you have to use the Revora servers. So, yeah, GameSpy. How long ago was GameSpy shut down? It's like 2014 or 2016, right? By the way, just the old server hosting system used by, I think, EA for their earlier games. I think even before Origin was even a thing. Chopper VX is even quite a bit of fire right there. Got some Molotovs being thrown on top of the Mecha-Tengu. And the Terror Drone does go ahead and snare it. And surprisingly enough, for an old game as well, Red Alert 3's graphics holds up extremely well for a 2008 game. Liam Chester, can you post the year that Red Alert 3 was actually released? I think it was 2008, but I could be mistaken. Conscript being pair-dropped on in, but does find Imperial Warrior inside the garrison. Tesla Royal does receive quite a bit of fire. It does go ahead and go on down. Bullfrogs are advancing forward. And we got these Chopper VXs receiving quite a bit of fire, and they are so wounded but manage to stay alive. We got the another instant dojo being deployed on out. And we got the force Molotovs trying to break down these walls. And he walled in the hammer tank. Bullfrog's coming here to support as well. And he's just going to try to break out his own hammer tank first. October 2008. It's amazing how well this game's graphics holds up. The engine they use for this, as well as Kane's Draft and Tib Wars 3, it just holds up pretty well, though it is locked to 60 FPS. Let's take out the burst drone there. I do play Hearts of Iron 4. I'm just horrible at it. I just do that like my own like personal plays on the weekend sort of thing. There's a person you may want to follow if you want to find those sort of videos. You may like try to explore different little aspects of the various paths. It's probably Feedback Gaming. He may be up your alley. Ore Collector's seen quite a bit of fire. It will likely go down to the honorable discharge. If not gunned down, be gunned down first. Yeah, I actually got gunned down first. But either way, the Ore Collector does go down. Got a Crusher Crane deployed out here. He could cancel the Crusher Crane at this point in time. He needs a bit more income to get this Ore Collector going. He's building something here as well. The Crusher Crane is more of a minor focus than a big focus. Got a handful of tank busters now behind these walls, including Imperial Warrior. We got these Imperial Warriors getting zapped by the Tesla Coil now. It does manage to gun down that Imperial Warrior as well, with the single conscript still remaining in that garrison. Imperial Warrior does get it forced out of this garrison here. And now we've got a nanotech mainframe being deployed on out. He's going for some higher technology. Probably for some Wave Force artillery and King Oni, my guess. I could see some Shogun battleship, but that would be expensive transition. Probably going to see Wave Force artillery. More insulators being deployed on out. And it looks like the oil derrick is now receiving a bit of fire. It had been catched by the Empire. The MiG could get some shots there onto the Chopper VXs. And over here we got the Jet Tengus flying about. Oh, enjoy. Our derrick has received quite a bit of fire, but does go ahead and fall back with the Twin Blades, trying to pursue these Mecha Tengus as he has been able to land on his refinery line, so just right there. And it looks like the flak trooper there couldn't get any mag mines off. Mecha Tengus receiving quite a bit of fire there. Does manage to escape. There's, of course, a handful of MiGs in the air, as well as Bullfrogs on the ground. Over here, we've got some Chopper VXs. And this Ore Collector is receiving Terror Drone, not fire, rip apart. Trying to focus it down. Does take out the Terror Drone like that. Very good. And now it looks like the Twin Blades advancing forward, getting some good damage there onto the oil derrick. The oil derrick does go down, splashes the Instant Dojo a little bit. And over here, do got these Chopper VXs advancing forward, getting some good hits there on the Tesla Coil. Bullfrog's finding some good damage there onto the Chopper VXs. And over here, we got looks like the Twin Blades getting a kill there on one of the Ore Collectors. Defender Corps advancing out to the sea. We do have Imperial docks here. And now the Dojo Corps does go down as well. Do got a defender core here. Trying, maybe it's going to be setting it on up. Bullfrogs advancing forward to the center, and got the twin blades and the MiGs. Got a nice force here, mostly air forces. You need to make an opening for the bullfrogs, or keep them in an area to fall back to. Because here comes the oh, nice little retreat order there, or reverse move order. Runs straight over the MiGs and the bullfrogs, but looks like the jet Tengus annihilated him. That was not a good engagement for the Soviet player. Throw some satellites in as well. Now we do have a wave force artillery now deployed on the field. You might want to get some tsunami tanks and striker VXs to escort it as well. Your warriors would never hurt. MiGs are out at sea, and the twin jet Tengu is going to fly about. May find engagement here. We got a flak cannon, flak tower here. Could go ahead and there's also a garrison here as well. I'm not sure what's inside the garrison. Could drop down one there. That's an easy engagement, and there's a potential easy engagement here as well. So a little bit exposed. Twin blades going to try to put some damage on in. Very good. Got a number of twin blades or bullfrogs in this region. Comes down two of the Mecha Tengus. Third one does go down. MiGs are in the air as well, so he won't be able to run away all too well. Yep, the Ancients are going to get completely gunned down. The Soviet player is now eyeing for a naval expansion. And it looks like this naval expansion does get destroyed by the Wave Force artillery. Going for the super reactor is a good idea, since it'll splash down everything around. Probably take out the reactor. Yes, it does. And throws the Tesla coil in low power mode as well. Need to make sure to finish that off quickly, because the last thing you want to do is be next to that while it powers up. The point defense drone's getting gunned up a little bit as well. Throws a missile up at the MiG. But now he can perhaps just focus on a ground-based composition. His opponent invested a lot into MiGs. And if he doesn't go for any more air forces, he won't be able to do much with them. We've now got a Defender VX right here. Gets some good damage onto the MiGs, but does get gunned down by the twin blades. Striker VX is trying to come here, over here to support. The ore refinery maybe next, trying to rebuild the ore collector. Over here, got a Defender Corps. Has the anti-ground weapons activated. Needs to go with the anti-aircraft weapons as soon as possible. And I think I hear some jet Tengus or Mecha Tengus. Now I got a Defender Corps out here. Does get an anti-aircraft mode. Get some great hits there onto the MiG. MiGs are seeing more and more fire there. Does use it to absorb shots. He's got two of the MiGs and put a good amount of damage to the other. Now allows the jet Tengus to advance forward. Takes out the MiGs low. Gonna take time to pursue down these twin blades. Jet Tengus are quite quickly. And yeah, he's going to pursue down all these twin blades. Tried to land there. Does land successfully with one of them. He could transform one to gun it down on the deck. Actually, there's two of them landed. And now we're pursued by the rest. We got some satellites now raining on in. Looks like a level 2, level 3. Level 2 satellites. And Wave Force artillery is now fine clean up a garrison. There's also a sea wing out, well, out at sea. This they got one of the conscripts. Got the MiGs flying about as well. And a Shogun battleship just fired a volley there. So now he's going for a naval force. We got these MiGs here. Jet Tengus are now flying about. Now if we pursuing these forces, no problem. Wave Force artillery advancing forward, may find some hits there. Does quickly pick up these hammer tanks. Hammer tanks does go focus down. Good hits there onto the MiGs. MiGs trying to focus down some of the Striker VXs there. Got the Bullfrogs down the low ground. MiGs getting cleaned on up. He needs to transform the Striker Chopper VXs. And now here comes these Twin Blades going counterattack, getting some good hits on in. Chopper VXs need to get over here and start shooting down the aircraft, because still got one Wave Force artillery and Bullfrogs advancing over there. Still got a handful of Twin Blades in the air. And the Striker VXs should be able to deal with them. Good focus down the airfield with the one more shot, and that we're going to be a fully heroic Wave Force artillery. Wave Force artillery now fully heroic. As it does fire a shot over here as well. And does get a nice premature discharge and finish off the Terror drone as well. Very good micro on the Wave Force artillery. Those who actually learn how to micro the Wave Force artillery can be monsters. And I don't think that was a fully charged shot either. And that was fully charged. Let's get some great hits there. We do got a pair of Shogun battleships. May need some more Sea Wings for escort. Takes out all the infrastructure, and the Soviet players' base is going on down. Oh, he sells off the airfield? Not sure what that was. This airfield is going down. He does have the Soviet MCVs out at sea, so he does have production. Gets some great hits there. Finds them unattended and does take them out. Super reactor receiving quite a bit of fire. Does take out that super reactor now. Breaks down all the wall segments as was put in low power. Decent force here. He does have an ore collector. Does have one missing refinery. Does have this naval expansion here going for a super reactor. And now the Shogun battleships are going underway and maybe hit this expansion. He'll likely go past it. He will spot it if he's trying to go around, overseas. Or through that little pass. I cannot think today. My mind's fried right now. Twin Blades do find all this unattended infantry. Now they're attended to. MiGs are charging forward, getting some good damage there onto the jet Tengus. And over here, do got a Terror drone swimming about. And over here, the Terror drone's advancing forward, maybe trying to eye some of this stuff. Sea Wings and the Yari mini sub are pushed here. We got the two Shogun battleships, more Yari mini subs, a nice escort force there. And looks like likely there's going to be level 3 satellites. Yes, there's a level 3 satellite. International Space Station says hello. Doesn't take out this infrastructure. Severely wounded, but alive. And the Soviet player has backed out of the game. This is Great saying thank you for watching, and on next replay.